Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Thea. I am your clean beauty bestie. Today we are reviewing a full face of Araza Beauty. This is not sponsored. They did send me products to try out with like no obligation to post, and I really enjoyed the products. I felt like so many different women would love the product line. There are so many different foundation shades. The formulas are really simple ingredients, and you can physically read each one on the back of the labels. I feel like this is such a great brand to start swapping your products out with. And this is our final look, so let's rewind back and start with my foundation. Before I do any makeup look, I go in with Aloe Ativa's Lip Plumper. You'll see my lips are going to get like red, but they do not sting. This is like my most repurchased lip product of all time, and I feel like in 2025, if I'm finishing a lip product, it means it's really good. And with the all-in-one coconut cream foundation, I am shade 220. I'm really excited to try this foundation. The ingredients are super natural and clean, and I love a cream product because if you have more dry skin, it really just blends right in. Wow, so that's like a perfect color match for me. I am going to do auditions after this. This is actually the second time I'm filming this. I filmed a whole beautiful full face without the audio. So this is my take number 2, but I have used this foundation just in a different shade in the wintertime, and I absolutely loved it. I don't wear foundation every single day if I'm going to do my makeup. Usually I'll just do a little concealer and powder, but since I'm going to do auditions and since we had it, I wanted to show you guys what a beautiful finish this is. If you have trouble color matching, always reach out to the brand and feel free to DM me. I love to like help you solve a beauty mystery. Just a close-up of the foundation. You guys saw I had some redness. I gave myself a facial earlier. I am an esthetician, so I do kind of pick at my skin in the right way. We can talk about that in another video, but you can really see it looks like my skin, but it's natural. Going in with the concealer, I always use a cream concealer on myself. This is usually just what I do. I go underneath the eye and then the T-zone. I am golden light. There were lots of undertones to choose from, which I really appreciate. For me, it's less about the formula and more about a color match, because you can always shift the product. Like you can make something more dewy and more matte. You'll see like this is a cream base, but I'm going to powder it down. I mean, that concealer is amazing. I love a cream concealer, especially if you like that no makeup look or you're over the age of 25. Everything is going to move with your skin, but a cream product is a lot more emollient, so it's going to be more moisturizing. So if you are, again, over 25, I feel like a cream concealer, you can't go wrong. Let's set everything in the T-zone with their talc-free powder. I love a loose leaf powder like this. It's mineral based, so it's gonna lay on the skin differently than a talc based product. You can layer creams on top of powders with products that don't have talc in it. It won't bunch up and look like cakey on the skin. I love that this comes in like has a little sifter. I'm using warm medium. This has silica in it, so this is going to look really skin-like. I always prefer to use mineral-based powders. When I am on camera, I always used a mineral-based powder. When I was a makeup artist, on brides, it just looks so natural on the skin, and it just blends out. Minerals are gonna lay like fish scales, where talc just like sits on the skin, on top of the skin. The longer you wear minerals throughout the day, it's really just gonna blend like right into your skin. And one of my favorite tricks is like if you have a little spot that maybe needs like more coverage, you can just buff in that mineral powder with a smaller brush to really get more coverage out of it. So this has like a really light coverage, but it's definitely buildable. This is something that is going to be in my rotation. I really think I'm going to pair this with the concealer as like an everyday quick base. I have This beautiful shade, Rosy. I love a cream product. You can use this on your lips. Throw something like this in your bag when you're a busy mom. Maybe you just need like a tiny little pick-me-up. Sometimes with the cream product, you can see I'm kind of like breaking the seal on it, and then you'll see it really warms up. Sometimes that first initial, you gotta like break it open. And then this is the brush, the foundation brush, but to me, this is a really good size for my cheeks. And right away I'm noticing that this is really pigmented, but it's sheer. So that means it's gonna look like I'm just kind of blushing from within. And because I have that beautiful cream foundation, my skin looks really hydrated. It just like glides right on. That's so pretty. And then you can see my lips from that product are already a little bit rosy. Whatever I do on my cheeks, I go ahead and put it in my eye if I'm not doing eyeshadow. Just adds depth to your face. How fun are my jewels? This necklace, these earrings are not diamonds. They're from Melinda Maria. And then I have my wedding ring stack, but this little small band is actually fake diamonds with my real diamonds. You can't even tell the difference. I have a code with Melinda Maria simply because I'm a huge fan, and I wish I had found her before my wedding day, because she has just some really great like staple pieces that you need in your jewelry wardrobe. Like these and this little necklace are completely timeless, and they're guaranteed for life, which is super cool. Cream bronzer is a dupe for the Chanel Soleil de Tan, the Makeup by Mario cream bronzer. This is the best cream bronzer I have used. It comes in a multitude of shades, and I like it because it is matte. It doesn't have any glitter in it. I love like a glittery bronze product, but when I'm creating shadows, I really just want that to be flat so that I'm adding depth and not glitter. So I'm going to take some, and then I'm going to use this as a lip liner. And you'll see this is the Scott Barnes trick that he uses on JLo to create a shadow. And I love that I'm able to use this on my cheeks and my lips. But right, that like added some depth to it. I'm going to layer some of the Araza glosses, but I just think it's so pretty. It's super pigmented. I think this will be like my perfect shade in the summertime. Having olive skin, I am really fair, but also in the summer I get pretty deep because I am a Greek descent. So it depends what time of year. My skin tone warms right up, and that will be like my perfect shade. But you can just see every one of these products. I'm putting this on the back of my hand and pressing it into the brush. That ensures that you don't get too much. And then I'm just going on my forehead where the sun would naturally hit me, and then I just kind of marry everything together. Again, you could just use your fingers, like I have some here. I'm just kind of using a brush and prepping the brush to get more of like a sophisticated application, more of a no makeup makeup. I would probably just slap this on, the concealer and the powder, and brush my brows and be good to go. Curl my lashes, and then I'm going to go in with Sweet Beauty's mascara. This is the only non-toxic mascara that I like. I have tried literally them all. The brush is really unique. I'm just going to go in and put some mascara on. To me, when I'm doing a no makeup makeup, I will just skip mascara, but I feel like mascara really polishes the look, right? Like this is more beachy. This really makes it a level up. I want to show you one other trick with this Mango bronzer. I'm going to take like a flat lip brush, and you could get like way more exact with it. I naturally just take like the messier look, like more undone. But you could totally do something like that, and it's like a natural shadow. It looks so good. And it makes my lips look so big. I don't have any like Botox or filler or anything like that, but it gives me like that natural boost. I have two lip shades for us to play around with. This purpley color is something I would really naturally gravitate towards. This is like a little bit neutral. This is Gem. Let's put her on. Like the applicator really hugs your lips. It tastes minty, which I love. I always say the first product you should swap is your lip products because you're actually eating them. So you want them to be natural and organic. There's been so many articles that have come out that say women eat like pounds of lipstick in their lifetime, and I truly believe that. This is really gorgeous, just really natural, really pretty and wearable. No glitter in it, but lots of shine, does not feel sticky. Everything off. I'm gonna go back and like reline my lips after we try this shade on. This is Raspberry Glaze. I love a purple tone on myself. I feel like purple is really underutilized color. Looks so good on so many different complexions. So this is just like a really, again, natural, wearable, smells and tastes really pleasant. I want to try the rest of the colors. And just for fun, while we're here, we're gonna go over my lips a little bit so you can see. Adding a little bit of depth. Creating that shadow, like, wow. This is the final look. I love the products. They feel weightless, which is a big deal to me. I do not want to feel like I'm wearing heavy makeup. I just don't like that feeling on my skin. I feel like my skin in the camera looks like my skin. It's just bumped up a little bit. There are so many different skin tones and shades that I feel like this brand can really cover the spectrum of skin tones and skin types. I have more of an oily combination skin type, so if I'm liking it and it's hydrating, I feel like people on both ends of the spectrum will like this as well. On the Araza website, you can order a sample size of the foundation. I don't see a lot of brands doing that. And the foundation sample is $2.50. I would grab a couple different colors just to kind of see what you think will work for you. I think it can be really difficult to shade match online or in store because like skin tones change throughout the year. Looking at their color chart, this is a beautiful range. I feel like there is a color for everyone here, and they're really conscious of the undertone. Thanks for watching, guys. If you need a color match or you're trying to dupe something that is non-toxic that's in your beauty routine, leave it in the comments below or feel free to message me on Instagram. Thanks for watching. What do we want to review next time? Do we like the full face of makeup? Do we want me to talk about more wellness products and vitamins? Let me know in the comments. Bye!